I can't trust someone like her with that kind of power again.
What if the one person Marie fears the most becomes the only one who can save them all? That's the heartbreaking dilemma sitting at the center of Gen V's explosive Season 2 finale setup. And it all revolves around Marie's decision to either restore or permanently suppress Cate's terrifying powers. The emotional weight behind this choice goes far beyond friendship or forgiveness. It's about trauma, trust, and the dangerous balance between power and redemption. Because in a world where every gift can also be a weapon, Marie's hesitation isn't just reasonable, it might be the only thing keeping everyone alive. From the moment Cate Dunlap's powers spiraled out of control at Godolkin University, the entire supe community changed forever. Cate's ability isn't just another flashy superpower. It's godlike. With just a touch, she can bend someone's mind, rewrite their memories, or erase entire chunks of who they are. She can control not only what people do, but what they believe. And that's terrifying. Throughout Gen V, we've seen glimpses of how devastating that power can be. From the massacre at Godolkin to the emotional manipulation of her closest friends. Marie, who's always carried a strong moral compass despite her own violent upbringing, knows exactly what it means to lose control. She's seen how easily good intentions can lead to horror. So when Cate loses herself in her own pain and ends up causing bloodshed, Marie's trust shatters completely. For Marie, refusing to fix Cate's powers isn't a decision born from hatred. It's born from fear.
And I'm just supposed to trust that you won't go back to being that person as soon as you're fixed?
And more importantly, from wisdom. She knows what Cate is capable of. She's witnessed firsthand the destruction that comes when emotion meets power. Cate may be remorseful now. She may claim she's changed. But can Marie really risk that level of control in the wrong hands again? In Marie's eyes, Cate isn't just a friend anymore. She's a ticking time bomb. A single mistake could send them all spiraling into chaos again. And let's not forget, Cate's mind control isn't something you can fight. Once she's inside your head, you're not you anymore. That kind of power, once unleashed, is impossible to contain. But the tragedy here is that Marie's choice is also deeply personal. Marie's entire story in Gen V has been about reclaiming control over her body, her past, and her destiny. She grew up as an orphan, shunned for powers she didn't ask for, blamed her parents. She believes they are to blame for how she was treated after her powers manifested, and manipulated by the system that was supposed to protect her. Every moment of her journey has been about fighting back against control. Vaught's control, society's control, even the control of her own fears. So now, standing face to face with Cate, she's not just deciding whether to fix her. She's deciding whether to give away control once again. Cate represents everything Marie's been fighting against: manipulation, loss of agency, and the pain of betrayal. Still, the irony here is that the same powers Marie is afraid of could also be the key to saving everyone in the finale. The world of Gen V is on the edge of collapse. Godolkin's influence is spreading. Homelander's ideology is infecting supes across the country. And the power balance between humans and supes is more unstable than ever. In that chaos, Cate's mind control might be their last hope. Imagine the kind of impact she could make if she got her powers back, controlling hostile supes, forcing enemies to turn on each other, or even uncovering Vaught's darkest secrets buried deep in suppressed memories. Cate could literally change the course of the entire war with a single command. And this is where the emotional complexity of Marie's choice really hits. Because deep down, Marie knows that power like Cate's doesn't just vanish. It haunts you. It lingers. The question isn't just should she fix Cate, it's can she live with herself if she doesn't? If innocent lives are lost in the finale because she kept Cate powerless, that guilt would destroy her. But if she restores Cate's powers and things go wrong again, if Cate loses control, or worse, becomes a weapon for someone else, then Marie will have to carry that burden forever. Let's also not forget the deeper emotional layer between them. These two aren't just allies. They were friends, almost sisters. Cate manipulated Marie's friends, yes, but she also genuinely cared for her. That's what makes the betrayal sting so deeply. Marie doesn't want to hate Cate. She wants to forgive her. But forgiveness in Gen V isn't easy. This isn't a superhero comic where redemption comes with a speech and a handshake. In this world, forgiveness comes with blood, sacrifice, and trust. And trust is something Marie no longer gives lightly. Now, let's imagine the other side. What if Marie does fix Cate's powers? The implications would be massive, both emotionally and strategically. First, it would mark a huge shift in Marie's character arc. Throughout the series, she's been learning how to lead, how to take responsibility not just for her powers, but for others too. Fixing Cate's powers would show that Marie is capable of forgiveness.
I think you can fix my powers. Maybe I can use them to help you. Keep Cypher out of your head.
That she's strong enough to put the greater good above her personal pain. But it also means she's taking a huge gamble. She'd be betting on the idea that Cate has changed, that her remorse is real, and that she won't let her emotions take control again. If Cate truly has grown, her return could completely reshape the finale. Her powers could turn the tide of the final battle, especially if the team faces someone like Godolkin or even Homelander himself. Imagine Cate using her abilities to force one of them to stand down, or to make soldiers turn on Vault. She could even expose the truth about Compound V by unlocking suppressed memories from test subjects or insiders. Her mind control could literally rewrite the power structure of the boys' universe. But that kind of redemption doesn't come easily. And the show knows it, because there's always the possibility that history repeats itself. Cate's emotions, her guilt, and her trauma could all come rushing back once her powers return. We've seen before how she struggles with self-control when she's under stress. And if she loses control in the middle of the finale's chaos, the damage could be catastrophic. One wrong decision, one emotional outburst, and she could kill friends instead of enemies. She could even turn on Marie, not out of malice, but out of confusion or fear. That's what makes this situation so painfully human. It's not black and white. It's not hero versus villain. It's two broken people trying to trust each other again in a world built on lies. And here's where Gen V does what it does best. It forces its characters and its audience to confront moral gray areas. What's the right thing to do when every choice leads to pain? If Marie doesn't fix Cate, she might save lives, but she'll also be denying someone a second chance. If she does fix her, she risks everything for the sake of hope. It's the classic superhero paradox. The very power that could save the world could also destroy it. And no matter what Marie chooses, there will be consequences. The beauty of this setup is how it mirrors the boys' larger themes. Just like Butcher's hatred for supes or Homelander's God complex, Marie's fear of power reflects the show's ongoing question. Can anyone be trusted with ultimate control? Cate's situation forces us to confront that question head on. Because power without control is chaos, but control without trust is tyranny. And somewhere between those extremes lies the fragile hope that maybe, just maybe, people can change. So what happens if Marie chooses forgiveness? If she restores Cate's powers, we could witness one of the most emotionally charged redemption arcs in the franchise. Cate, who once used her abilities to manipulate and destroy, could finally use them to protect and heal. Her actions in the finale could symbolize growth, not just for her, but for Marie too. It would show that even in a world as cynical as the boys, compassion still matters. That trust, though dangerous, can be a form of strength. But make no mistake, it could all still blow up spectacularly, because this is Gen V, and nothing ever ends peacefully. If Cate's powers come back and she loses control again, she could become an even greater threat than before, one capable of rewriting reality itself. Marie's act of forgiveness could turn into her biggest regret. The finale could easily turn that moral gamble into a tragedy, the kind that defines both characters for the rest of the series. In the end, Marie's decision to fix or not fix Cate's powers isn't just about one supe's abilities. It's about trust, trauma, and the cost of redemption. It's about how far you're willing to go to believe in someone who's hurt you, and whether that belief makes you brave or foolish. No matter what she decides, this moment will shape the future of Gen V and even ripple into the boys itself. Because Cate's powers aren't just a plot device. They're a symbol of everything this universe stands for: power, pain, and the fragile line between saving the world and destroying it. So as the finale approaches, one thing's for sure: Marie's choice isn't just about Cate. It's about what kind of hero she wants to be. Does she lead with fear or with faith? And whichever path she takes, the fallout will define the next chapter of the boys' bloody, brilliant universe.